Located on Minnesota Highway 29 between Parkers Prairie and Wadena, you'll find the vegetable farm of Chuck and Diane Webb. Their vegetable stand and CSA business is appropriately named Gardens Gourmet.
My husband and I, we moved here in 2003. We've been doing CSA since 2009. We own 30 acres, a little over 30. We farm anywhere from 5 to 7. The raspberry patch is 2 acres right there. He loves to weed. He's a weed killing machine. Now, I think I have posted on the website, this is what we do and we love to do it. We enjoy being farmers.
I grew up on a farm, and I guess Diane grew up on a farm too, for that matter.
Okay. And we were raising raspberries at our old place when we lived there. And we brought some of them with us, but not very many. Well, the first year we were here, he used his snowplow truck to knock down the thistles. That's how big they were. Because we moved in here on the 11th of June, and 2 days later we had a thistle letter from the township. Welcome to the neighborhood. You need to take care of your thistles. We start with salad green. We have a variety of herbs, cucumbers, salad greens, tomatoes, peppers.
Your standards, carrots, onions, garlic on a good year, potatoes, try and do a couple different varieties of potatoes.
Beets.
Sweet potatoes this year. Squash, do a lot of different squash. Basically, I try and, I'll do a traditional acorn in the buttercup, but I like to try something different, like the Japanese winter squash. You have the red curry, and the ones we were picking today they're called kukuza. And then some of the bigger squash that we raise called Australian butter.
I'm actually suggesting to the CSAs that they save those for Thanksgiving. It's a big enough squash that a family of 4 can't eat it.
Melons, 3 different kinds of heirloom watermelon this year. Moon and Stars Red and Moon and Stars Yellow. Done 3 varieties of cantaloupe, and it was a good year for growing vine crop.
We have a country store right here on site. Easiest for the customer, I suppose, would be CSA, because they buy their membership in the spring, and then most of the CSAs I deliver to. This year I deliver Elmora, Vining, Wadena, and Alexandria. We have provided many good meals of vegetables this summer to our CSAs.
And then also we do a farmer's market. We're doing one in Wadena.
I can't say organic because we're not certified, but it is using good agriculture practices. We don't use any chemicals. There's no pesticides, no herbicides, or no fungicides on any of our produce. We also raise beans and peas. We had 1 row of beans this year that we took 20 bushels off of it, so we had many people here freezing beans. Tomatoes, we like to sell those in quantities in the fall too. People are putting them away in their freezers or canning or doing that kind of stuff. The beets are available to be canned.
We do a lot of bulk work with canners.
Our CSA runs from the 2nd week in June through mid-October.
Okay.
So it's a pretty good season. Last winter we had potatoes and onions and stuff for sale all year long. And this year we'll have squash in there all year long. For those that want to come in the wintertime, over the fall and winter months, we are going to be changing our hours though, so then people need to give us a call and we'll make arrangements for them to be able to stop in. We were approached by the Wadena Deer Creek School a couple years ago. Applied them carrots one time, carrots and celery, and then one time we did peppers. We actually had some people from the University of Minnesota Extension Service Food Farm to School program that came out last year and interviewed us, and we were in a magazine for that. About 3 weeks ago I was contacted by a lady that is a procurement person, the Brainerd School District. So there's 11 schools in the Brainerd School District that are participating in the Farm to School program.
They win 3 different ways if they buy from a local grower. Financially, health-wise, you're getting just a better quality food source. It tastes better, and you're helping out a local farmer.
Yep.
in a
part
family.
of your community. Yeah.
Yep.
Winter, spring, summer, fall. You will never find a cucumber that tastes like this in this grocery store. When we gave the farm the name Garden Gourmet, we were strictly thinking of the garden itself, because the food that comes out of the garden is gourmet. Now, after doing the CSAs for my 4th year, I put a recipe in the newsletter. Instead of it being the Gardens Gourmet, I'm the Garden Gourmet. Because I try to find something new to do with the food. If somebody doesn't know what to do with it, I explain to them what to do with it. Like, for instance, daikon radishes. Daikon radish is a white radish about this long. Well, most of the people that open their CSA bag and see that, they're probably scared of it. I mean, it's a crazy looking thing. Well, I actually included a link to a website, and there was, I don't know, 15 different recipes on that website that I found last night of what to do with the daikon radish. The cucumber salad, what I do is I just take a light bit of the skin off, leave some of the green so it's got some color to it, chop it up, I do slices about 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch thick, put those in the bowl, chop up the onion, and I like chunks rather than have just little tiny pieces. And then what I would do is, after you get those 2 things in the bowl, is put Miracle Whip and a little bit of sugar in it. Or what I've been doing lately is using raspberry vinaigrette, and then chop up the tomato and add the tomato to the salad and just gently fold it in. It's wonderful. Well, we have a gentleman that comes out and buys vegetables all summer long, and he goes home and he comes and tells us how he's juicing it, and he feels so awesome because he's getting all these vegetables just pumped right into your system. Middle of June, I said, I live on God's great farm here, and I'm not utilizing the vegetables that we have. So this gentleman had an extra juicer in his basement, and he gave it to me, and I've been using it. We started juicing with carrots, and then we added cantaloupe, and then we slowly added a little bit of greens. We're doing beans and kale with it. And I mean, yesterday morning I didn't juice before I left home, and by 10 o'clock I was dragging. So I really, really, really appreciate the juicing. So then from that, we decided, well, if we're doing it for us and we're doing it for a couple other people, maybe we should start a club. Right now we've done it a couple times this year, and we hope to do it more frequently next year. We want to grow the business here at the farm.
Sure.
We don't want to travel to the farmer's market.
People shouldn't be afraid to stop by and talk to you.
That's right. That's why we put open signs at both corners. Open. Come on in. Come and see who we are.
If you live or vacation in the vicinity of Henning, Parkers Prairie, or Wadena, I encourage you to stop by Gardens Gourmet and get some delicious fresh fruits and vegetables from Chuck or Diane. It's about 1 mile south of Highway 210 on Minnesota 29. Tell them Steve sent you.